Hey, so what's up? So, today I'm going to discuss. Now, I've been through this before, but this time I'm going to prove it with receipts. So, some people have asked me, like, if your family's so bad, why haven't you left? And yada, yada, yada. First, let me start by telling you okay, so, like, when I lived with my dad, um, I was working for American Interiors. First off, he was pissed from the get go because they started him at $7 an hour when he started, but I was homeschooled and I was going to work with him, so I had just as much experience as him. So when they hired me, um, when I was old enough, they started me at 9. He was all pissed off about that, like, and he's like, "That's fucked up. Like you started me at 7 and you started him at 9." And they're like, "What are you complaining about? You're making 12. You're making more than him, and he has the same experience as you." So anyway, the deal with that was staying there. I had to give half my check off the top, period. And then after that, pay half the rent, half the bills, half the groceries. I have a lot of sisters. I have a couple brothers. Um, Not everything is on the record. Not every human being is on a record. But anyway, um, so that was the deal. So why would you put up with that? Blah blah blah. Well, this is what happens in my family when you don't pay the toddler rapers. So first, we're gonna start with Google. So you can follow along. You can do this, and we're gonna do what's this? Bear County Court Record Church. So basically, what happened when I was gonna, well, no, I did move out, and so my aunt called the police and or talked to a police officer. Who knows? But basically, she begged and pleaded and screamed that he's a drug dealer. He's a drug. You gotta go get him. You gotta go get him because that's how they handle this kind of stuff. They just make false allegations. And here's the proof of that. So Zimmerman William A. 11/18, 1999. Resist arrest, search, transportation. Because she's screaming, "He's a drug dealer. He's a drug dealer. Go get him. Go get him." So what happens? Well, we'll go slowly, so you can pause, you can read, but we'll go start at the beginning. So, awaiting DKT appearance, deaf magistrate is that's the defense, that's me, which means I was arrested. I was thrown in jail. Bond set at 800, booked, complaint filed for resist arrest search transportation. Released from jail, released on a PR bond. Motion to dismiss file, case closed, bond closed. Liability, dismissal, dismiss insufficient evidence, arraignment set, arraignment waived. So as you see, completely dismissed. I was only in jail for 2 days. 2 days is long enough to lose your job. So of course I lose my job. I didn't go to work for 2 days. Well, one day. I believe this was over the weekend, and I worked Monday through Saturday with Sundays off. I was getting a lot of overtime. Had to give. I have to give a lot of money or face shit like this. This is how they do things, and this is the only. Because there have been other things, and the records disappear. Like, not all the records are there. So let's see. William A. Zimmerman Jr. That's me. Yeah. Resisted arrest, search transportation. And like I said, it was dismissed, insufficient evidence. because my aunt begged and pleaded, and with the police officer, you gotta get him, you gotta get him. He's a drug dealer. He's a drug dealer. And they would call me a drug dealer because I've never trusted banks. I could show you why for that too. I'll keep cash. So they like to seize my money. They like to steal it from me. And let me show you. Let me prove that too. So, Zimmerman William, not a robot. You can do this yourself. Where we go? That's my father. I've never lived at Briggs Ranch. Father again, father again, father again. Attorney, State of Texas, 1991. Paternity, definitely my father, of course. Matthew W. Zimmerman, that's not. Interest of all children. William Zimmerman versus Susan. No, that's not me. Okay, here we go. You can read that. So let me show you something. Now, right off the bat, you see it says case disposed. Excuse me. So you would think, oh, shut up, nothing bad happened to you. The case was disposed. Now let me show you how they're facetious sacks of scum. What does case disposed mean? Oops. Guess I can't use the microphone while I'm case disposed. Case disposed meaning. Defendant is convicted and no new trial will be granted within the time allowed in law. The judgment of conviction is final. When a case is disposed, it means that they took all your money. Case being closed, dismissal, conviction, admission of guilt, among other. Once the case is officially is removed from the court's docket. Well, no, this is Attorney General. That's for this is for child support. No, civil case. Does disposed mean dismissed? When a case has been disposed, this means it has been closed. Specific reasons for a case being closed in blah 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 blah. Once a case is fit, is removed from the court's docket. Gee. So basically, the top result, the last time I checked this, the top result said that disposed mean that they already seized your assets and the case was over. But yeah, um, that's what disposition is. So disposed means they stole all my shit and now they're done for this time. So yeah, you see, it's completely. You would think disposed means, oh, they threw it away, or since, well, it can mean that. Well, that doesn't mean that's what it means. These people are sick. They're scumbags. They're deviants. So, just showing the facts and the evidence behind, like, you can't, like, toddler raping scum is gonna keep raping you. When they can't rape you physically anymore, like I said, I was raped between 4 and 7. It could have been sooner, but I don't remember. I don't remember being 3. Um, but between 4 and 7, until I can fight back hard enough. And the way they got rid of me and stuff, like the first time when I was 4, like, just everybody's banded together against me. He's lying, he's making it up, blah, blah, blah. And then after that, they would beat the hell out of me and say I did it to myself. They would, it was in the process of raping me because I would fight back because I didn't like it, I didn't want it, I didn't enjoy it, I didn't want no part of it. So they would lock me in a room with them, chase me around the room till I tire myself out till I'm, too tired to fight back. And then as I got a little older, I would fight them. I would punch and kick and scream, and they would slam my head into the wall and just beat the hell out of me. And then after the fact, they call the police. They say that I beat myself up because I'm crazy because they already got the initial when I was 4, and they all banded together to say he's lying, he's crazy, and they all stuck with that for my entire life. That's just reality. That's how the world really works. Psychiatrists, the court system, it's the school system, it's all a part of it. It's all part of the cover up. That's just reality, and I've proven it to you with shit you can look up yourself.